Hey everyone, it's the end of the month, so that means it's time for this month's favorites, my favorites. I am sharing my top 5 favorites in beauty, clothing, accessories, and lifestyle home type products. Before I give you the scoop on all of that, I just want to let you know that every Friday morning, I send out a free email to my newsletter subscribers, which is a summation of the week. It includes the links to both the videos I put up that week, 5 weekly favorites, the book I'm reading, a picture of one of the animals in my life, whether it's my dogs or my kids' pets, maybe some insight on sales and things that are going on, outfit pick of the week, all that kind of thing. There are a lot of you already subscribed, but there are also quite a few of you who are not. So if you're still missing that weekly email, I'll put the link down in the description box and I'll pop it up here somewhere, and I will see you hopefully Friday in your inbox. Now let's get started with my favorites, and I'm gonna start off with beauty because I am really getting into beauty right now. I am on year 15 of creating YouTube content, and while now the focus is heavily on fashion and clothing, I started out reviewing beauty products that I was using in my everyday life, and I'm kind of feeling a pull to get back to that a little bit more. So let's start with the beauty favorites. So first is this new to me foundation. I am wearing it today. It's from Jane Iredale. My friend Lisa J Makeup has been raving about this since it launched. I finally picked it up. I am wearing it in the shade 24 Light. I love this. I think it is fantastic for normal to dry skin. It does have a bit of a glow to it, a radiance, which makes sense because radiance boosting liquid foundation. White on clear print, hard to see. Anyway, there are all sorts of reasons to love this foundation. Why I love it is, first of all, the color range is fantastic. You will find your shade match, and it's forgiving. I don't think this one's exact, but because I'm fooling around with the fake tan so much, I can kind of make it go either a little lighter or a little darker, depending on the bronzer or lack thereof. It lasts all day long. It has great wear time, and it blends so easily, gives me coverage, but still looks like skin. Very mature, skin friendly. I really, really, really like this one. Next, my lipstick. So I love the YSL shade number 44 Nude Lavalliere, and I have it in their Love Shine, I have it in their Candy Glaze, I have it in their regular lipstick, I have it in their gloss, I have it in their blush. I don't know how I missed out on this one. This is their Bold High Pigment lipstick. It is more of a long wearing type lipstick just because it has high pigment concentration, but it goes on smoothly like a regular lipstick bullet. It's not drying, it's not meant to be long wearing, it just is because there's so much pigment loaded up into this little thing. So I finally picked it up. The packaging, of course, is beautiful. I love putting this on and not having to worry about fussing with my makeup. If I want it to last even longer, I could add a lip liner. That's the one thing YSL doesn't make. They don't do lip liners. Why? That would be amazing. And then if you really want it to last forever, I mean, not really, but longer, top it with the coordinating lip gloss. Just layer on all that color. So many options. They do have some really bright, bold reds and mauves and berries as we move into fall, but I'm still always gonna be a neutral pinky kind of lipstick girl. So these two shades are my favorite right now. This one might not be as exciting, but to me, it very much is. This is the Tartelette Tubing Mascara Primer. Yes, you heard me correctly. I love their Tartelette Tubing Mascara in the same color, the purple tube, especially for my bottom lashes. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge. And I've been loving the Lancome Mascara Primer for years. And I finally went and got this one. This is the travel size. I love it so much. I did pick it up in the full size, just haven't opened it yet. It goes on so smoothly, it coats evenly, it's white so you can see exactly what lashes you're hitting and which ones you aren't. And I love it to separate the lashes here on the outer corners and to give a little more volume to my very sparse and skinny ones on the bottom. And then it just helps for mascara removal. If you don't want to top it with another tubing mascara, like right now I have the Jones Road Beauty Mascara on, which is a much thicker, more voluminous formula, it still comes off very easily because it's layered on top of a tubing mascara primer. This is genius. Way to go, Tarte. And then I have a couple of moisturizers, but not for my face. The first one is a revisit of something I bought back in March and kind of forgot about it. It's the GoPure Tighten and Lift Neck Cream, and I realize I'm wearing like a mock neck, so you really can't see my neck. But this has really helped when applied regularly to address the crepiness on my neck and my décolleté and kind of soften the look of the lines. It's not gonna suddenly lift up my neck and make it look like I had a neck lift, but it has definitely improved it to where I can put that off for a little bit. I love this. It is in a heavy glass container, very affordable. But the other one that I pulled out of my drawer and started using again just to see which one do I like better, I like them both. This is the Gold Bond Age Renew Neck and Chest Firming Cream. Same concept. I will say this packaging is a lot more travel friendly, more space friendly. It's just a small squeezy tube. There's something really luxurious about using this one, and I believe it's still under $40. So it's a really good size amount and it's still very affordable. Obviously this one's a drugstore, so it's even better. I will list them both. This one is gonna stay in my medicine cabinet, and I think this one's gonna stay in my travel bag. And then this one is so basic yet so fulfilling. So I know, ideally, you're supposed to moisturize your hands every night before you go to bed, so you just have nice, healthy hands, good cuticles. Do I do that? No, constantly forgetting, constantly getting lectured by my nail technician to do something about my cuticles. I have it in my nightstand drawer, but it's out of sight, out of mind. And then I was gifted this in PR, and this has really changed the game. Look how pretty this is. This sits on my nightstand. It's right there next to me when I go to bed. It has a magnet lid, so you pop the lid off, and then there's this little refillable pump. I'm not gonna pull it apart, but this part is refillable. You keep the container, and you just push down, and it dispenses the perfect amount to moisturize your hands every night when you get into bed. And it comes in different scents. It's absorbed really quickly, doesn't leave you greasy, hasn't given me any issues sleeping like this and getting any pimples on my face from this. Couple of different scents I think I mentioned, and then you just put the top back on. This would make, I think, a wonderful gift, a really good hostess gift if you're going to someone's home and staying overnight, say for the holidays. I think this would be a lovely hostess gift. It's not too early to start thinking about holiday gifts. I love it, and the proof is in the pudding. My nail tech has said that she's never seen my cuticles in better shape. Let's talk about some clothing favorites. So this one, okay, no, 3, 2, let's talk about some clothing favorites. So when I say the brand Soma, you probably think bras and underwear because that's where all my bras and underwear pretty much have come from. It's what I'm wearing right now. But do not sleep, pun intended, on their actual clothing. They just released these knit pieces that are so beautiful. They look very kind of quiet luxury. They remind me a little bit of a Varley sort of look. I don't know why, but they do. And they're so comfortable. I love the draping of them. So I got the top, which is like a kind of flowier, well, they're all flowy knits. Let me see if I can do better in the description. Nice little color, relaxed feel, a little bit of a boxier fit, something you can wear loose or tucked in, kind of depends on what pants you wear them with. And so I got 2 pants from the same collection, one jogger style. In that case, I would wear the shirt untucked, and then a wide leg, slightly cropped style. In that case, I did wear the top tucked in. This is gonna be great for just working from home, lounging around the house, running errands, doctor's appointments, travel, anywhere where you wanna look more put together, but really remain very, very comfortable, and they run true to size. I've also really been loving these stretch Ponte knit cropped pants, slightly wide leg silhouette with the pockets high up in the front. I have them in the chocolate brown, which I think that one is sold out, but there's still 3 other colors available, including a beautiful navy, black, and I think maybe an olive green. Might have to pick up another 1 or 2 pairs. Great piece to transition into fall with. If you're worried about that cropped length, just wear a higher booty and then your leg or boot and your leg is covered. Wore them for traveling, wore them for sightseeing last week. I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago when I was in Houston. They're just a beautiful pant. They look like something that would come maybe from Anthropologie, but they're from Quince, so they're much more affordable. I know a few of you have commented on how many clothes do I have in my closet? How do I store them all? How do I keep track of them? I understand the curiosity, and my answer is I don't do a great job of organizing and keeping track. I do keep most of what I show until at least the following year when I know it's not going to come back, and then I donate them. And I had done an Evereve haul months ago, and kind of forgot about this top. Was reorganizing my closet, found it, was pleased to see it is still in stock and stocked in more options than when I first purchased it. I love this top. Very friendly for right now when I'm filming this. It's still 90 degrees, so fall is nowhere in sight, but it's going to work great when it finally does cool down. It can layer well under jackets and blazers and cardigans and things like that without adding too much much warmth because it's sleeveless. It does have a nice little panel under the arms to help cover up your bra, and it's just a really nice flattering fit. I think it looks great paired with different color pants, jeans. It's just an easy go-to. I don't know what to wear, but I want to look a little more put together kind of top. Another piece that I was really pleased to see is still in stock and I was loving this month are these pull-on trouser style pants with the piping down the outer leg. So it gives it more of like a track pant feel, but the material is more of a trouser. So it's the perfect blend of dressy casual, so to speak. They're super comfortable. I have been wearing them with more beige tops and matching beige or off-white sneakers, but on the Kohl's website, I saw them paired with a maroon or burgundy sneaker, and I do happen to have a pair, and I'm gonna try putting that outfit together next. If you want to see my daily outfit pics, definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm much better about posting there pretty much every day. I mean to put those also on our community page on my YouTube channel. Always forget to do that. So if you want to see what I'm wearing every single day, definitely follow me over on Instagram. And then the last of my clothing favorites for this month is this Mockneck turtleneck. Now this is not a new concept. This is from Gibson Look and they release these every year in different colors. This is part of their new colorway. And I just love this really fine gauge, super, super soft knit mock turtleneck that looks like a fall piece, but short sleeved. So very comfortable in the, well, summer-like weather that we are still having. It layers well, it tucks in nicely. You can dress it up and wear it under a blazer and slacks and look a little more like you're going to the office. You can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with the joggers. You can do a lot with this. They've released a bunch of pieces in this color, but I'm really partial to this particular very soft, very cozy, but not warm Mockneck turtle. Mockneck? How do I describe this? Mock ruffle turtleneck. No, ruffle mock neck top. Let's move on to accessories. And I'm gonna start with, it's 2 items, but they're very similar. And I hate to do this to you, but I cannot find them anywhere online. The first are these kind of Mary Jane flat shoes. Pick them up from Target. I love these. They're comfortable right out of the box. I love the faux suede. I love this color. This metal band across the top is really cute, very chic. Cannot find it anywhere on Target's website. It's like it disappeared. I have no idea what happened. So if you happen to see these, I'll put the full name up. They're from the line A New Day. If you happen to be in Target and you see these, grab them because they are amazing. I will continue to look for alternatives that look very much like this. Maybe won't have the gold band, but even without, I love the shape of this shoe and I really love this warmer color. Beautiful. Another one that I have been wearing nonstop and has also disappeared from the Quince website. These, we all loved these. These leather Mary Jane flats. So soft, so comfortable with a cute little bow. Now, the good news is that Quince does have the ballet flat that looks like this, no Mary Jane part across the top of your foot. So I will link to those. And they have an even squishier version of the ballet flat, again, without the band, that would be really, really comfortable. But I really hope that they've restocked these because these just are so fun. Now, I do have a shoe haul planned for October. So if you have any particular kinds of shoes or shoe issues that you're dealing with, let me know in the comments below. I'll see what I can research and address in that video. Next are things I can link to. So first is this tote. Now, I picked this one up during the Nordstrom anniversary sale at 40% off, and as I am filming this, it's 35% off. So close, not too bad. It also comes in a leather version. I just love an outer pocket. I love the structure of this. It doesn't feel too stuffy and too formal and too structured, which is kind of what I want in an everyday tote. You can expand it and unbuckle this and make it even bigger. You can stuff a ton of things in it. And I really like that it has a zip top as well. You can see there's a ton of junk in here. I mean, it's not junk to me, but realistically, I carry stuff I don't need. That's probably junk. I also like this nice little touch. The inside of the straps are leather. So they sit a little more nicely on your shoulder, whereas I think if it was suede, it might catch and rub on the fabric. So I like that little detail. Then I have another purse that I've been showing a lot that is a little, I wouldn't say it's stuffy, but it's more structured. It's this one from the brand Parissa Wang. I do have a very small discount code. It's 12%. This isn't the most budget-friendly brand, so it's not really moving the needle much, but hey, it's a little bit, right? So I love this sort of nod to the Hermes style bag. This doesn't open, but it is a nice little detail here. It's not Hermes prices, so, you know. Love the little top handle. The strap is removable. Another great feature. I love beautiful bags that have functionality. It has this big outer slip pocket with the magnetic closure, and then inside has a bunch of compartments. It has this little front slip pocket, then a big main pocket, then another really deep zipper pocket, then another one back here. You can stuff so much stuff, and another slip pocket. I love it. Now I saw that they have this in a suede version. Am I gonna buy the same exact bag in another material? I might, but they have a whole lot of other bags on their website. If you've ever tried Parissa Wing, let me know your recommendations. I seem to be slightly fixated on some fall handbags. It might turn into a handbag and shoe haul. We will see. A little more budget friendly for you here are these gold bangles. This is a set of 5 bangles from Bubble Bar. And what I like about these, they're super lightweight, but they open. They have almost like an earring closure to them. So it just makes it a lot easier to get these on and off without kind of trying to squeeze them over your hand. Then they're too big on your wrist. They have to be big enough to get over your hand. This solves that problem, and they're super lightweight. And I noticed that because they're so lightweight and so thin, when you have them all stacked up on your arm, they don't clang and make a ton of noise. And I have to mention this earring again. These are on Amazon. They come with a bunch of different color stone options. The newest one I picked up is this purple cat eye. So pretty. I think it goes really well with the fall tones. And they're very lightweight, very classic, very, very inexpensive. I do have some lifestyle finds for you. I think I'm gonna go with this one first because I have a Weimaraner just off camera who's not happy that I have his toy. So when I went to Houston to visit my son and his fiance, they have 2 dogs. So I brought my granddogs presents because I will be a good human grandma one day, but I'm really embracing the pet grandma. So I popped into Orvis and I picked up 2 of their dog toys. I don't want to squeeze this. It does have a squeaky thing in it. This is the Yeti option. This is the large version. There's also a mini one. While I was there, did I also get one for Rowdy? Yes, I did. Some of you may be asking, why don't you buy toys for Wrigley or Westy? Because he doesn't like toys. He's never liked toys. If I got him a toy, Rowdy would just take it and play with it and Wrigley wouldn't care. Anyway, I love this guy. He's so cute. And the fuzzy part, Rowdy's been chewing on this and pulling on this. It hasn't gotten all over my house. It is rope-based. There's a rope thing in here. It does squeak, and when you squeeze it, this is disgusting, but actually I can't demonstrate it without making the noise, but when you squeeze it, the legs kind of flail, which makes it look like it's alive and struggling. So pets love it. Rowdy, you want it back? Okay, come here, come here. You can have it back. Take your toy. There you go. Okay, he's happy now. Okay, on to the rest of the lifestyle favorites. This little gadget might not look like much, but I have been making salads a lot lately, and I love a very finely chopped salad. I like to say if I could eat my salad with a spoon, that would be ideal, and I am not gonna sit there and tear the lettuce up into tiny little pieces. So what I do is throw the lettuce in a bowl, and then this thing, and I'm demonstrating on my hand because it's not gonna cut my hand open, and you push down, it shreds the lettuce. Goes down like that. So if you have a little helper in the kitchen and they want to help chop up the lettuce, they're gonna need 2 hands, but they really can't hurt themselves with it. I prefer this over the metal options that have 2 blades because the food can't get stuck on this. It's super easy to clean. It doesn't take much space in a drawer. It's flat. I love this thing. Along with eating the salads, I have been doing a lot of preparing of food, and I shared this. Well, you can buy it as a set, but I bought them individually. These mixing bowls / serving bowls from Mackenzie Childs. These are, again, more of a higher ticket item. This is the biggest option I have. And then I also have this size and then this size. I believe there's one more even smaller than this, and there might be one even bigger. I have to double check. I will put all the info down in the description box. But I have been using the heck out of these for making eggs in the morning. I use this one to beat my eggs. I used this big one as my salad bowl server for Rosh Hashanah dinner. I've used the middle-sized one as a fruit bowl. Yes, they're an investment, but they're pretty enough to utilize for so many other things, for serving pieces to leave out on your counter. I'm late to the Mackenzie Childs party because honestly, I thought it was all just the black and white version of this, and that's not my aesthetic. Happy to find out there are so many different color patterns. They have pink, they have taupe, they have, I'll link it, you go see, and I love that they're also available on Amazon. This next piece is meant for parties and hosting, but came in handy when our water company turned off the water to our block for about 8 hours to do some repairs out on the street. It's this 25-gallon beverage dispenser. So we got a notice at the last minute they were turning our water off, quickly filled it with water so we could have water to drink and fill the dogs' bowls with. And honestly, we didn't even go through all 25 gallons in that 8-hour period. So I continued to use it to fill our Keurig and the dogs' water bowls throughout. It's great for parties, but as we move into storm season, it's a good idea to think about stuff like this just in case you may be losing water or having a party. Either way, you are covered. And then my last of my lifestyle favorites for September is this shoe shelving, really. Now, you don't need to get this biggest one. Actually, there's one bigger than this. I got the 10 shelf option. There's a 12, I believe there's an 8. It comes in white, brown, some other colors as well. This is a huge improvement to the original one that I shared with you about a year and a half ago. This is metal. It has mesh shelving, much sturdier. Did I perhaps collapse my plastic one? Yes, I did. I ordered it in brown because it could get here the most quickly, because all those shoes that you're seeing in this picture were all over the floor of my closet because the shoe shelving that I had was very cheap plastic collapsed and I needed something in a hurry. The white one would have matched my closet a little bit better, but needs must. So this one came the next day. Super easy to put together, very sturdy. I can fit even more shoes on it. Do I have a problem with shoes? No, I don't think that I do, and I would be offended if anyone suggested otherwise. So loving this one very much. Well, that's it for my September favorite. I hope you had a really fantastic month. Looking forward to October, more fall, hopefully some fall weather and all the fun that comes with that. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.